Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2021 Bobcat T770 skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, talk about anything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces. We'll show you the front pins, let you hear the engine, lift the loader, dump the bucket, show you it turns strong. As always, if you're in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 2021 Bobcat T770 cab, heat, air, high flow, 2-speed, SJC Controls, power Bobtach, self-leveling bucket, deluxe panel. This one's got the side work lights, radio, float, and creep, 2,811 hours. So here in a little bit, like I said, we'll fire it up. We'll show you these front pins up here. There's a little bit of play in them. Nothing I wouldn't expect for 2,800 hours. They're not sloppy, but there is a little bit of play. Like I said, we'll show you that here in a little bit. But for now, I'll get up close to everything, show you the condition. As you can see here, we'll look up front a little closer, but paint flaking just around the edges here on the loader arms. Typical scuffs and scratches here and there. Got some paint chips in here, again some paint flake in there. Otherwise no huge dents or dings, just your typical, again, scuffs, scratches, a little bit of cement splatter here. Same thing there, a couple scratches here. Decals are decent. Again, some paint chipped off here and there, but no huge dents or dings, nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Looking at the tracks, they look basically brand new. You can still see the tread bars going across there, the nice and deep tread bars, tread depth there. Sprockets are good, plenty of life left there in those sprockets. And then taking a little step back here, looking at the side of the undercarriage, still some of the original gray paint down here, but most of it's worn off. I'd say we probably got about 20%, 25% of that original gray paint left down here. Up underneath here, looking inside there at that side of the frame, still retains quite a bit of the original paint in there, but there's some of it chipped off and scratched off, nothing out of the ordinary there. Same thing down here, just some scuffs and scratches. Coming back here, looking at the rear corner, again, your paint starting to flake around, especially around the outer edge here. Just very common on these newer machines. It chips off and then just starts flaking away. Otherwise, pretty straight here, no huge dents or dings. It's got some scratches here and there. Same thing down here, just some paint chipped off down here on this gray, and at the bottom of this white where they a lot of times do, it's starting to peel down here. Coming around the back, looking at the rear door here, pretty straight there. I'm not seeing any huge dents or dings there in that door, just your typical, there's some scuffs and scratches here and there, but no huge dents. Same thing down here on this bottom, again some scuffs and scratches. Both outer corners are dented in just a little bit, you can see there. Up top here, that gray, everything looks pretty good. Exhaust is pretty good, little tiny bit of a ding there. Coming around, looking at the rear corner on this side. Again, that white paint is fairly bright. No huge dents or dings, just there are some spots where the paint's chipping. Again, same thing as the other side, especially starting to flake around the outer edges here. You can see there, starting to flake off a little bit. Very common on these newer machines. Same thing down here on this gray. Decals are decent, kind of a scratch through that decal there. Looking at the track on this side, again, basically a new track. Looks good there. Sprockets on this side are good. Plenty of life left there in those sprockets. And then taking a little step back, looking at the side rail of the undercarriage down here, about the same as the other side. There's still a little bit of that gray paint underneath there, but not a ton. And then looking in here at the side of the frame, again, same thing. You can see some paint chipped, scuffs and scratches, nothing out of the ordinary there. Same thing up here. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, I don't see any huge dents or dings, just paint flaking around the outer edges, and then some scratches. Nothing out of the ordinary for a used skid steer. Nothing that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated on either loader arm. Looking at the back side of that skid steer mount plate, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated there. Looks like basically a brand new heavy duty bucket. We'll go take a look in the engine compartment here. Try to get in close here the best I can. Try to go slow here so you guys can see in there good. A little bit of dust and dirt, but very dry. Up top here, I'm not seeing any oil or diesel or antifreeze running anywhere. It's hard to get the camera in there too close, but I'll go nice and slow here so you guys can see everything. In there, the side of the block's nice and dry. Again, not seeing any oil or diesel running anywhere there. So has a little cover over the battery. Inside of that back door looks good. Take a look at the cab, the interior. Again, like I said earlier, side work lights here. This side of the cab, everything looks good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Same thing around here on the back side. Back side of the cab, everything looks good there. The glass is all good. I'm not seeing any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Front door looks good there. Up here on the front arms, you can see just your typical scuffs and scratches and paint flaking, especially around the outer edges. Some cement splatter up here, as you can see. Steps fairly good, got a little bit of a dent right there. Like I said, that door's good. That shock's not very strong. Up here where you step in, little paint chipping off right here, otherwise that grip tape's pretty good. Looking at the bottom seat cushion there, I'm not seeing any cuts or tears there. Same thing with that backrest, everything looks fine there. Taking a look at our joystick on this side, all the buttons look good. Toggle switch is good, trigger button on the back is good. Rubber boot down here is good. Looking at the joystick on this side, all of our buttons look good. Trigger on the back side's good. Rubber boot down here is good. Radio, HVAC controls. It is a deluxe panel machine. At the time of this video, the AC is blowing cold. 2,812 hours now. I know I told you earlier 2,811. We've run it around some here, kind of tested everything out. Seems to be running like it's supposed to. Hour meter works like it's supposed to. Let's see, HVAC vents are good on this side. Same thing over here. Looking at the headliner, a little bit of dust and dirt, but not terrible. No water stains I'm seeing. Spot here where the lap bar rubs. You can see where that's wore it thin. Very common. When the lap bar is folded up, it hits there. Here where the cylinders come up and meet the frame, everything looks good on this side. Same thing there. I'm not seeing anything there that looks like it's been cracked or welded. And like I said earlier, back side of that skid steer mount plate, I don't see anything that looks like it's been welded down there. All right, like I said, this one's a 2021 T770. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.